right, so what we doing today?
Gotta fix some fence.
This fence right behind you. Few spots need some fixing.
Yeah, I went around it last year, and there I put in a couple of new TPost clips and things, and I'm hoping there's not too much to it this year. But whenever you turn out small calves, you got a chance they're gonna find some holes.
Here's a nice part of the fence where there's like a nice little thorn bush surrounding the wires.
You want the right hand or the left hand? We forgot the second pair.
Oh.
Here, catch.
Nice. So basically what we're out here doing is there's 5 wires on this fence, and if any of the wires are loose, like see these are all attached, if any of them are loose, then we got to repair them. And some of these posts are these steel T-posts, and some of them are wooden posts. The T-posts take like clips, fence post clips, and then the wooden posts, we just use this wire here, cut a piece of wire and tie it around the post to secure the wire on here. So that's what we're doing. So far everything's looking pretty good. Had to make a few fixes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about here. This is loose. So this is a T-post. So we're gonna get us one of these T-clips. It just goes on here right like this. All right, there it's fastened on now. Got all 5 wires. Good shape. Move on to the next one. All right, here we got a loose one. So I'm gonna take a piece of wire, wrap it all the way around the back here, tie her up. All right. Got it. Kendal's pounding a staple into that one. Sometimes the staple works better. Need to clean up these dead trees.
Here. Cattle, they rub their necks on stuff, especially if they see green grass on the other side. It's kind of dumb. They will pass up grass that's on their side of the fence to go and dig and reach at a slightly different grass that they like better.
The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's where the saying came from.
Yep, we got cows that do it, humans do it.
Humans are like cows.
Pretty much. So they'll try to reach across there, and they'll stick their big old necks in there, and then they'll wiggle back and forth, and it'll break off.
Either wiggle it loose or bust it loose completely.
Yeah. So just gotta look it over every spring.
Let's play Guess the Junk Pile in the Pasture. All right. Give up yet? I believe this is a windmill. An old windmill. Yeah? Yeah, look, there's water. There's water way down there. Yeah, there you can see it. So it's an old windmill. It probably watered cows here a long time ago. So looking to our east, there's a whole lot of nothing in that direction for several miles. We've got houses over here to the north, and then that's the main farm over here, but pretty desolate place to the east.
This pasture could probably be farm ground. It's probably our best producing grass, this pasture here.
We thought about farming this little pasture here. It's connected to another field we farm, and it could probably be farmed, but we don't have a whole lot of pasture grass close to the place, so we keep it in pasture.
This post is cracking and only the bottom 3 wires were attached, so I just put in a different T-post. We'll just attach all 5 wires to this T-post.
Looks a little crooked, dude. You know, people gave us a hard time in farmer style because Nathan was pounding in the post crooked, but it looks like they were right.
We wanted to, well, farmer style a long time ago.
Apparently not. All right, it's been about an hour since we last talked to you guys. Just kind of been doing the same thing. Now we're getting to just a better part of the fence here. So things are starting to go a little bit faster than they were. There's hardly been any loose wires, which is nice. That one kind of got pushed around a little bit to fix that. Here's an example of where we need to replace it with a steel post.
Just hit my finger for the first time.
Oops.
Pretty good to go that long.
So we've been singing this song at church called Ain't No Grave. There ain't no grave can hold this body down. And I'm hearing Kendal over here singing a little different version.
There ain't no fence that can hold these cattle in. There ain't no fence that can hold these cattle in.
What do you guys have to think about that? Needs a staple. Nailing a staple in there.
Nailed it.
Ha. So we're standing here. Might be kind of hard to tell on video. The railroad used to go right along here to the left, and then where I'm standing is where the railroad used to go way back when it used to go right past our home place. So see that little dip is where the old railroad track used to go way back with my great grandma Hulda, and it was too steep here, so they had to move it over to a new path. But my great grandma Hulda used to feed hobos on the train. They'd get off, there was a mark on a tree or something that said that this person will feed you. And so she'd feed people who'd get off on the train. And then they moved it over here. And then on this line, the new line, about half mile down, there was a town called Hallville. And it was famous for a while as being the smallest town in the United States of America, population 1. There was just one lady. She ran a co-op, a post office, I forget what all it was, but then when she quit doing that, the town ceased to exist. But we like to joke that we still live in Hallville.
I'm a proud resident of Hallville. I live right on the
So how many people live there now?
Well, me, my wife.
What about the
baby?
What about the neighbors?
You know, aunt and uncle, and the
population
new people who live in the
7,
house where the old
8.
Yeah.
8.
We have a community Facebook page where we call ourselves the Hallville Community Facebook page.
I'm part of that. I'm part of that Facebook page.
Yeah,
so
well, you're
I'm adopted.
You're Lindsborgian now.
Yeah.
But we're alive and well. We're still kicking.
Just no railroad.
No railroad.
This is all that's left. This little hump of dirt here. But here, right here, is where this hump of dirt and this hump of dirt met. So from there on, it was always in the same place. But it used to go this way, then they moved it to this way, and then they took it out completely. You may ask, why did they take out the railroad? Well, here in Kansas, there's still a few railroads around. but they took out quite a few just because of, I guess because of the road infrastructure, and it was just easier to use semis for transportation than trains. So there you can see 1930. That's when I think that's when the newer railroad was built, but maybe it was the old one. No, it had to be the newer one. 1930. We are on the final stretch. This is the last corner. Back to the road. Just have to go down to there and we're done. Been out here for at least 3 hours. All right, so we finished the pasture, back in the farmyard now. Nathan, what have you been doing all day?
I have been shuttling shuttles.
Shuttling shuttles. To do what?
Not all day. I've just been getting our spray and fertilizer stuff ready to go for.
And you sprayed alfalfa this morning, yeah?
Yeah, I sprayed the alfalfa weevil this morning.
So that's bugs in the alfalfa.
Yep.
Hopefully they die.
Hopefully so, because they were really doing some work on
We
our
don't
new
like
alfalfa.
bugs. We don't like bugs.